Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I feel absolutely terrible, but I'm filming a video anyway. I've been laying in bed for 2 hours and just got enough strength to come and film this video just for you. Today I'm going to be DIYing my own merch and turning it into a different sort of top, but I want to make it reversible. Something like this. This is an unfinished project because I obviously like starting things and not finishing them ever. But beside the fact, I want to make something reversible out of my merch. I started this one and it is not done. I did this one out of my merch as a test run and it is in fact done. So I know that I know how to do it. However, I am not any sort of professional, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of winging it. So for supplies, I have one hoodie from my merch line, a second hoodie from another merch line. I also have some sort of template, a top that I like, that I'm going to try and replicate. I have a string so I can tie the back with. It's actually an extremely long shoelace that I ordered on Amazon. A sewing machine, but I'm pretty sure you can do this by hand. I'm just way too lazy and don't have enough patience for it. I have pins, and I have cut myself or stabbed myself multiple times with these pins, so I actually hate them, but I feel like they're necessary. I have a measuring tape, but I don't think I'll actually use it. I'll just eyeball things and probably make a lot of mistakes. I have scissors and a seam ripper because I felt like these were important. I have little holes to make the little backings so that you can put the shoelace through. Fabric chalk so that I can actually see what I'm doing. A little clothing hole puncher. I think to start, I'm gonna take one of my hoodies and just kind of like map everything out. Just gonna lay it flat. I'm kind of just winging it as I go. But I feel like winging it is the best way to do things. And then I'm going to take my pattern shirt piece. So I lined it up as to where I wanted it and kind of folded it. And I'm just gonna trace it with my fabric chalk. You know, blue probably wasn't the best idea because there's a lot of blue here. But we're doing it anyways. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm going to try my best. It looks pretty decent. So I'm going to need to now trace these side pieces. You can probably see it better here. There's like some side pieces and panels that go with this. I'm going to try my best. I'm not saying that my best will work though. Where did I put my chalk? I'm just losing things already. This is great. And I think I'm going to work one side at a time just to keep things somewhat organized. Hello.
Your phone?
Yeah.
I got your snacks. I got your snacks.
I got saltines and Pedialyte.
Why is the one time you're filming a YouTube video when you're fucking...
When I'm dead?
Yeah.
I'm like dying. You just have...
You need anything else?
Look behind with some medicine I got.
I heard this stuff is gas. I don't really have it.
Really, I heard it tastes like shit. Do you like not use your teeth to open things?
No.
Maybe that's why I have such bad teeth. Is it bad?
The initial taste is not good. But it's actually, it tastes a little, it has a nice aftertaste. It's not a bad aftertaste.
Good. Now that I've been saved by some crackers and Pedialyte, I'm going to continue this. I traced the next two sides, and then I'm going to trace the rest of it and come back. So I've traced all the pieces. I had to flip it to the back to get more space. But now I'm going to cut them out and then pin them together. Honestly, my merch team will probably cry if they ever see this. I'm cutting it with 1/2 inch on the edge of the pattern so that I have enough room to use my sewing machine so that it'll look nice. The only thing that I didn't trace and cut out yet was the last part, which is on the sleeve, and I don't know how I quite want to line that up yet, so I'm not going to do it right this second. But I do want to get the whole pattern together, so I am proceeding. And as I'm cutting it, I'm laying it out in the order that it is going to go. All I do know is that I'm feeling very comfortable in this onesie right now. Cool. So I have all my pieces cut out except for the last piece. I'm just going to keep that right there. Next, I'm going to be pinning all the pieces together, right sides together, and then sewing them using my sewing machine. So I'll come back when they're pinned. Honestly, pinning is like the worst part about all of this. I absolutely hate it. I think it's just gonna be way too much to pin it all together at once. So I'm just gonna pin each section together and then sew it. Then I know you're supposed to take the pins out every time, but sometimes I just get lazy and I don't. I'm gonna take out all the pins and see how well I did. Wow, I did horrible. Actually horrible. Because what I really should have done is drawn the pattern on the opposite side, but I couldn't draw the pattern on the opposite side. I'm stumped. And then just re-sew it one more time on this line though. Trying this one more time. You know, maybe I shouldn't go as fast. But fast is fun. Cool, let's see how that one turned out. Okay, that one went 10 times better. Time to cut excess and keep repeating the process. Think about it, there's so many things. Just needs to be all pinned together at the end, and I didn't think about it. But it's okay, we continue. I think this is why I'm also the queen of starting things and not finishing things, because sometimes it just doesn't go the way that I want it to go, and I just give up, even though I know I shouldn't. I know I should just persevere instead of give up, but I just feel like I genuinely could make something better, so I just don't finish it. But anyway, I'm gonna sew the rest of the pieces together. Yes! That is a technique I need to use. I need to pin it together, then I need to flip it over and kind of mark it so that it comes out right. Slowly coming together. My ice machine is very loud today. And yes, I have an ice machine just because I like to chew on the ice, which is probably really bad for your teeth and your jaw, but my jaw's already messed up, so it's okay. And the line was fairly straight this time. It came out perfect. That's great. I'm gonna come back when it is entirely sewn together. Okay, so I have finished sewing all of these pieces together, and while I was away, I also started cutting out and pinning the other sweatshirt. So now I'm gonna finish pinning everything together. I'm gonna sew it all together, and then I'll come back when we are ready to put the two pieces together, which is probably gonna be the most difficult part. Okay, now that I have both of the pieces completely sewn together, I wanted to take a break and to thank Savage X Fenty for sponsoring this YouTube video. And I want to show you guys a couple of my favorite things that they sent me this month. First, I wanted to show you guys the onesie that I've been wearing throughout this entire video. It is the Forever Savage hooded onesie in the color Black Caviar Monogram print. It's an ultra cozy Forever Savage breast cancer awareness hooded onesie. With every BCA style purchased, a portion of the net proceeds will be donated to the Clara Lionel Foundation to fund critical research and support members of the Black community who have been diagnosed with breast cancer, which is an underrepresented group within the healthcare system. The next one is a Savage Not Sorry unlined lace balconette bra in the color Underworld Green, along with the Savage Not Sorry strappy lace cheeky bottoms in the color Underworld Green. The top has underwire, it's unlined, it has a stretchy lace which is super cool and adjustable straps. And the bottoms are mid-rise with moderate coverage with stretchy lace as well. The next one that I wanted to show you guys, and is my absolute fave, is the CLF jersey robe with lace trim in the color Platinum Gray. It has a wrap front, bell sleeves, stretch lace trim, and a self-tie waist closure. It is literally the softest material that I've ever felt. And for the last one is the Lacy Not Racy unlined bra in the color Blue Cyber Cafe, and the Lacy Not Racy Brazilian in the color Blue Cyber Cafe. The top has underwire, it's unlined, it has a mesh and a floral lace, and a bow in the center. The bottoms are mid-rise with minimal coverage, a high leg, and a mesh floral lace. I also wanted to tell you about some of the deals that Savage X Fenty is holding during November. From November 26th to December 1st, you can get 60% off site-wide and free shipping with your first extra VIP order, which is the best deal of the year. Keep in mind that Savage X Fenty offers way more than lingerie. There's leggings, robes, and onesies for the holidays. And ladies, it's really important to gift yourself every once in a while. Don't forget to take some time out of your day to make yourself feel good. I just wanted to take a second and say, I'm not feeling my best right now. I'm really bloated, but I wanted to show you guys that not every day is a perfect day. I don't want to hide anything from you guys, and I want to show you what's real. I personally feel that self-care is a super important part of learning to love yourself. I really love that Savage X Fenty encourages you to be confident in who you are. It doesn't matter what shape or size that you are, everyone's beautiful. Now back to our scheduled program. Now that I have these two pieces all sewn up, I want to come up with some sort of strap. I want to take the bottom band of the hoodies and I want to make them into some sort of strap to help give a little bit of extra support. And then I want to also make them reversible. So I'm going to cut these up, seam rip them, and then sew them together to make a strap. I'll be back after I make the strap. Okay, so I'm back. I finished making the two straps that are gonna connect everything, and then I also made the two end pieces for the top. I'm kind of stuck as to where to continue with this. I want to pin them together, but I want them to be like super secure together. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take each side, match up the right sides together, and then sew the top line and the bottom one together. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna try and match up the seams with each other because that'll seem to make it to make it fit better, I think. I really screwed myself just because of the fact that I put my lines on the outside of the fabric instead of the inside of the fabric, where they should have gone. But I'm still gonna try my best, just kind of by eyeballing it, I think. So far it's being pinned together, right sides are together, and I'm matching up the seams that are here. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I am so close to being done. I pinned them together, sewed them right sides together. I also inserted the straps at the top, and I made sure that the colored side was to the colored side and the white side was to the white side. Right now I'm going to be aligning everything, squishing out the seams, and then pinning it, and I'm going to do a straight stitch around the entire edge so that it doesn't roll in when you're wearing it. So I will come back when that is done. Okay, so I top stitched or straight stitched everything around the edges, and I also sewed in the end pieces. And then when I sewed in the end pieces, I realized that I made a big mistake and didn't put the strap into the end piece like this before I had sewed the end piece shut. So I'm going to take a seam ripper and kind of seam rip it open, then shove that in and kind of pin it down, and then do a top stitch over the entire end piece. I mean, we're almost done though. All I really need to do is take the eyelet puncher and make the holes and then thread the string in. I feel like it's a lot of like trial and error. I focused more on making the tie-dye side kind of cooler and more perfect than the side that has the white on it, just because I feel like I'd wear the tie-dye one more. So that one is pretty much perfect except for the fact that there's no strap in it. I'm gonna go seam rip this and sew it in. Now the cool thing is happening. I'm going to take my seam ripper, poke a hole, and just cut a little bit through. Then I take my puncher thing and then fit the gold piece through the hole, kind of let it close up a little bit, pull down, and punch as hard as I can to create a hole. So I'm going to do that 12 times, or 11 more times, because there's 12 holes. And I will come back once it's done. So I finished punching all the holes, and this is the finished product. I laced it up in the back. The straps are perfect. And yes, you can also flip it inside out, and now it is a different shirt. It's still laced in the back, and I loved it a lot. Yeah. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed filming it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the little bell so you get notified whenever I post on YouTube again. Also, don't forget to go check out Savage X Fenty Cyber Week sales. They're so awesome. It's literally such an amazing deal compared to their normal 50% off offer. It's also a great place to get gifts for whoever you need to for Christmas, or treat yourself. I love all of you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.